Hi everyone and welcome back to the Overtake GT. This is a car that's phenomenal to drive, so much fun, and the miles per gallon you're going to get out of this is insane. It's a twin build and this is the Ford GT from 2017. An EcoBoost engine that no one wants to hear a car has, especially when it's a V6. This thing definitely needs a V8, but don't worry, that Maverick swap is coming up. So let's get this mid-engine rear-wheel drive turbocharged monster on track. Follow me to the tuning shop and let's get this build underway. So now we're at the tuning shop, there's a few things that we need to make sure that this car is streamlined and agile as possible. So here we go. First thing is weight reduction. So you can either start from the beginning and work your way up, or if you're level 50, go to Ultimate and hit weight reduction stage 5. While you're there, get titanium connecting rods and pistons, and trust me, the weight reduction you definitely need to make sure this car stays balanced and poised. Now, working our way back, if you go to Club Sport, you need a bore up, power restrictor and a ballast, semi-racing, a racing crankshaft, fully customizable computer, high RPM turbocharger, fully customizable LSD, increase the body rigidity, and remember to hit those weight reduction stages if you haven't done it already. Racing, engine balance tuning, polished ports, anti-lag system, a racing intercooler, racing air filter and a racing silencer, racing exhaust manifold, racing brake pads and a brake kit. I went for the slotted discs on this build, brake balance controller, fully customizable suspension, a racing clutch and flywheel, fully customizable racing transmission, weight reduction stage 4, and a set of racing hard tyres and a set of racing soft tyres. Extreme, you need to get intermediates because if you go Le Mans it throws up a few curveballs. And like we've just discussed, Ultimate, make sure weight reduction stage 5, get that first because it's all of them in one, and titanium connecting rods and pistons. Now we've done that, let's go to GT Auto and let's get this thing styled up and ready to go. So here we go, we're at GT Auto and the first thing we need to do is go to car maintenance and service. And while we're there on the right hand side you'll see it says wide body and you want to get that installed. And look at this thing, it looks even better than it did before. So now we've done that, let's go to car customization, and what we want to do is we want to sort out the wheels. Let's get those sorted out first. Now you can see the wheels on this one, they're the Motogai Racing 2Gate wheels. So these are great, 28 standard, rim width wide, offset wide, and get those installed. Fantastic, get those on there. Custom parts, the front type A, side type A, and the wing is a custom wing set. Now it doesn't matter whether it's low, medium, high, what your end plate is, it makes no odds at all. Just get it on there, get it done, and let's move on to the next step. Racing items, bonnet pin, tow hook, go mad, and under other light bulb, number plate and caliper colour. Now, like me, if you want a livery like this, go for it. Make one, have lots of fun. If not, click load style, pick one someone else has done, and again, enjoy it. Absolutely brilliant. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, let's get to the setting sheet, and let's make this car an absolute track weapon. And here we go, we are back at the setting sheet now. 700 pp bang on, 548 brake horsepower, and almost a 50-50 weight balance. This thing is absolutely brilliant. Now here's the settings you need to start with. Racing hard tyres, of course. Body height adjustments, 115 at the front and 120 at the rear. Your anti-roll bars 8 at the front and 8 at the rear. The dampen ratio compression is 25 at the front and 25 at the rear. And the expansions 50 at the front and 50 at the rear. Now the natural frequency is 3.50 at the front and 3.70 at the rear. Your negative camber angles 2.8 at the front and 3 at the rear. And your toe angle is a toe out at the front of 0.05 and a toe in at the rear of 0.20. Initial torque is 8, acceleration sensitivity is 12, and braking sensitivity is 35. Now your downforce is 215 at the front and 319 at the rear. The ECU is dropped all the way to 70%. Your performance adjustments, now it's 145 kg ballast, ballast positioning -49, and your power restrictor 84. This is a fantastic balance of the car, so don't be messing around and upsetting it, because you'll never get that adjustment the way you think you will. Now, fully customizable racing transmission set on this, 590 on the automatic KMH, and manual adjustment to make these changes. First gear 2.612, second gear 1.997, third gear 1.612, fourth gear 1.369, fifth 1.187, sixth 1.050, and seventh 0.952. Final drive 3.249, revving just over 8,000 RPM. This is one beast I've managed to tame, and it is phenomenal. Everything you can see installed in there. Special little treat coming up if you watch all the way to the end. And there's a high RPM anti-lag system set to strong. This thing's a monster. Let's get into a last lap of Le Mans and you can see what this beast is all about. So here we are, coming up to the last lap, bit hot into there, but you can see, look at the fuel gauge. I've done my out lap. I've got 75% of my fuel left. What does that mean? 4 laps. Now you get 4 laps by, as soon as it goes into the rev limiter, you want to change gear. That's how you do that. Now I've done that, I've done my fuel saving. Now it's time to put my foot down and see how fast we can get this to go on this last lap. Now you'll see Blazan, Portier, they're pitting. Haywood was leading this at one point, and now he's what, 12 and a bit seconds behind. Maybe a bit more, we'll see where that is in a minute when it comes through. There you go, 24 seconds. That's how crazy this race has been. You can also see him on racing soft tyres. Now, the tune that you've just done isn't racing soft tyres. However, there is an option where you put racing soft tyres on and you just dial the car down a little bit, which is the second tune I will show you after this. And trust me, you will not regret it. This thing is brilliant. So it's fast, it's nimble, it's not let me down. You can see how hectic it's been getting in and pitting constantly. But this thing is quick. I mean, if I just drop it to 1, I mean, we'll see how quick it is on that next section of the Mulsanne Straight. Now, it's not a car that you would usually bring here, you know, from what I've done so far and what people have asked for. But I'm in the middle of doing an engine swap and I thought, do you know what? How good is that car coming here? So what I did was I kept racing softs on, because that obviously hightens your PP limit. And if a car can do it at this stage, putting racing hards on and then upping the power output percentage back to where it should be to get the 700 PP range, which is what I've gone through with you. This car's going to dominate this massively. I mean, there's a Ford GT. I mean, this is the place that it should come from. And this car, 50 years after the original Ford GT won at Le Mans. This car won at Le Mans? I mean, come on. Does that tell you something? I mean, this car completely stock is awful. In fact, it's crap. It really is bad. It's not a car I would recommend to anyone. But finely tuned and looking like this, I mean, come on. Excellent, absolutely excellent. Now what you'll have seen is I've gone through that tune like I just mentioned, where you put it back on the racing hard tyres, you've got your inters ready, and you just set it back up and it is ready to go. This thing is great, honestly. It's dialed in, balanced, poised, everything. But if you want it like this, where like I say, if you feel safe, I'll show you now. So you change gear, and then as soon as it comes into the red, gotta wait a minute. As soon as it gets there, as soon as you see it, change gear again. Simple as that. That is what all it is. You fuel save like that, you get 4 laps. 4 laps from a fully tuned Ford GT. It's not like it hasn't had anything done to it. It's had a lot done to it. I mean, this thing really is pushing limits that, you know, you would not normally expect. And the fact that it has an EcoBoost engine, a little V6 twin turbo EcoBoost. I mean, come on. The last person I seen tune one of those up and make something immense was Aaron Kaufman with that the Pantera. I mean, that was the last person that I seen make an EcoBoost work. But this thing's outrageous. It really is. And as you've seen, dropping it to fuel map 1 halfway down the Mulsanne straight, you just see it starts destroying that fastest lap time. Bit wide there, caught the right on the grass. We're going to make it back though, and we're going to get a decent time again out of it. Push those track limits. Look at us to Haywood now. Nearly a pit stop ahead. What a car. Can't say any more than that other than you need to stay tuned to see what this setup is on Racing Softs. And apart from that, there we go, over the line in a 409, and that was changing halfway down the Mulsanne straight to fuel map 1. This is heavily dialed down, so the tune I've just gone through is better than this. But if you want to challenge yourself, you want to be a better driver, you want to learn how to fuel save, do this tune I'm going to do right now, upshift, just as that red on the rev limiter pops up, and trust me, you get 4 laps. 4 laps from a Ford GT, and we did 31.06, we beat 40 seconds, and we did a 4.09. So not that bad when you think the other car is quicker, and the other car will get you 3 laps if you fuel save as well. So let's get into this new build now. Bit extra, bit of a bonus for you that have stuck with me, and trust me, hit that subscribe button. There's more builds like this coming up. And for you lovely lot that have stayed till the end, here's that treat for you now. So 699.99 on the PP. The brake horsepower is down from what we've just gone through, but this thing does have racing soft tyres, which does make a difference, and this thing really will not let you down. As I've said, you can get 4 laps out of this thing if you just shift. As soon as that red goes onto the rev counter, that's it, shift. This thing will get you 4 laps. I know, I was shocked as well. I think that's where the Eco Boost comes into its own, but that's where we're at now. Look, racing soft tyres is what you need. Everything else is the same as the previous build that we've gone through, and then you get to this section where it changes. So aerodynamics 215, the rear's 320, your ECU is still 70%, however, ballast 149, ballast positioning minus 50, power restrictor 70. Now the subtle changes there, but that is it. You still keep the anti-lag system set to strong and all the rest of it. The transmission is still the same, so you're still going to get great gears, and because of that, that means you get more miles per gallon, so you can shift up and keep that constant movement going with the gear displacement. Now the transmission's fab, everything else is great. A fantastic way for you to test your fuel management skills. So I can do a lap on a quarter of the tank. I know I can do, you know, maybe a bit more than a lap, probably up to the Dunlop sign on that if it was very, very careful. But let's see how you get on 4 laps from this car. Just be careful, and it pays dividends, because the time that you lose by doing that is not going to be more than a pit stop, nowhere near. So you're saving yourself that pit stop window time. So look at it that way. It's all about your strategy, and it's a fantastic way to go. Now hit the subscribe button, stop missing out, people, come on, and I will see you after you've had a fantastic day on the next one. Take care.